Charlie Kirk's murder, we've talked about it a lot, but we're talking about some conspiracy theories that have come up. Hi, guys.
This is pretty much been explained.
Jonathon Daily.
Candace Owens, who was a longtime friend and associate of Charlie Kirk, and I've actually listened to her podcast on this myself, so I do know what she's talking about. I'll just read you here what we have from chat. Alleged threats from Bill Ackman. So these are Candace Owens has been the center of the controversy surrounding the assassination of Charlie Kirk, disseminating a series of conspiracy theories that have drawn widespread criticism. And it's sad if these are truly, because I haven't seen anything to actually give credit to these conspiracy theories. So at this point, I would say they are just that, just theories, not conspiracies or conspiracy theories, because there's just not enough evidence. You're just pointing to certain things. I'll just read these and I'll give you the biggest supporting evidence so far is the autopsy and the fact that a .30-06 bullet didn't go all the way through, which it should have. All experts say that it should have. So that's the only piece of evidence that I've seen personally or heard of personally that might give some sort of, that's strange. But there's still, you need more than, that's strange to say a conspiracy theory is a conspiracy, not just a conspiracy theory. Owens asserted that billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackman, a vocal supporter of Israel, conducted a private intervention for Kirk in the Hamptons when he allegedly made threats after Kirk questioned Israel's handling of the Gaza conflict. She further claimed that Kirk was offered a substantial sum of money, which he declined, and was on the brink of changing some of his perspectives. The framing of Tyler Robinson. Owens has suggested that Tyler Robinson, the individual arrested for Kirk's murder, was framed. She posited that the official narrative of a lone shooter is inconsistent with the nature of the fatal shot and has questioned the authenticity of Robinson's confession. And then this is the really weird one, Egyptian Air Force plane allegations. In a particularly contentious claim, Owens alleged that an Egyptian Air Force plane was linked to Kirk's assassination. She pointed to the aircraft's presence in Utah around the time of the murder, suggesting a possible connection to the incident. But see how vague these claims are? There's just, you need more if you're going to come out, especially what the family's gone through, and especially given how close she was with Charlie Kirk at one time. They literally worked together and seemed to be best friends and traveled together for long periods of time. And she's coming out and making these allegations without much substantiation behind them. And based on that, she just really needs more. Because, I mean, Candace has kind of gotten further and further out there. I used to be a big fan of hers. I'm not saying that she's completely lost it at this point, but if she's going to make these allegations, you really need to have more proof than just, oh, that's strange. Especially with the airplane. Like, all she has is some flight logs that an airplane was in the area and nothing more than that, and a weird LLC that owned it. It's just, she needs more evidence than that. That's my take on it. I've listened to her podcast. It definitely raises some eyebrows, but nothing definitive enough to be like, oh, what the news is saying is probably a lie. Although we all know how much we can't trust the media these days. So that's why I'm listening to her still, to see if she comes up with the evidence, if she comes up with something that makes me say, okay, there might be this massive conspiracy that led to his death. But at this point, I'm not convinced. If you're going to make these allegations, you probably need to show more evidence. Otherwise, it's more of an attention grab, in my opinion.
For the latest in case updates, legal tips, news, and politics, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and our other socials, and above all, subscribe on YouTube to get your dose of excellence on a daily basis.